right. I want to take Independence because I'm grinding this ship, and I need all the bloody help I can get. I need a lot of XP to unlock Yorktown. I have actually installed. I didn't install the red ship XP bonus. I did install the commander bonus so I could try to wrap up the commander. But I think at this point I'm going to bump that one back too. Yeah. One of the things that I had not considered on Independence until I was actually. I want to show you guys something. Maybe I'm crazy, and this is probably more a grunty question because I bet he plays more CVs than anybody in the chat. Ordinarily, I would not take Hidden Menace as a skill. I generally despise this skill. However, on this ship, I realized that with 2 of these squadrons basically not ever having to worry about planes coming back, this is actually a really handy skill. Am I crazy? Right? I have 2 tactical squadrons that are basically irrelevant when it comes to this. Like, they literally do not care about returning. For the torpedo bombers, it does suck a little bit. I'm not going to lie. But as long as I'm mixing and matching what I'm doing, like, I played a game with this yesterday, and I didn't feel that this was a problem at all. Good evening, DE. Ooh, Hetman, that's a good one. That's a good one. So, Cab, it hadn't occurred to me either until I sat down to build this captain out. And then I was like, huh. Interesting. And I'll say this. The ship, of course, the detection radius bonus no longer applies to the planes, which is unfortunate because I always loved trolling people with Kaga's planes, where it was like, oh, look, I'm on the deck torpedoing you before you even spot me. I always loved doing that. Fair enough. The other thing, at tier 8, I don't think I would do this, Grunty. But at tier 6, there's not a lot of flak. So I felt like the armor is not going to get me a whole lot at tier 6. That's why I did it. I've only played it on one boat. And you know, Cabs, like, it's an interesting build. Again, I don't think I would do it at tier 8 because you're going to run into a lot more flak. But I think it's interesting here at tier 6 because Independence, one of her drawbacks, especially on some of these maps you find yourself on, some of these maps are cage matches, right? And dropping your hull's detection from 10 and change to like 8.5, it can help. It can help a lot.
God bless America. All aboard the Midtown Express.
No destroyers. Let's go do some spotting. I probably by right should take the rockets out early. But I'm going to take out the torpedo bombers and see how we do. That's correct, Xander. We don't say the S word in here. Evil, that's what I would typically do, yes. Oh, fine. Just do your thing so I can get past you. Just drop your little fighter so I can leave. That's what I would typically do. It does somewhat depend on the boat. Oh, hey, Miyoko. He's going to turn. I'm going to get nothing out of this. But they're all going north. And I want no part of the Uganda, thanks. The Heinrich is going south. That's the guy who I want to go murder. He's off by himself. So that's the guy we want to make pay for his bad decisions. So, let's go make him pay. We'll get some torps in the water. We'll peel off to the south and see if we can get another couple in the water on him here. 2 in a flood. I've only got 1 plane left. Feels bad. Let's just see if we can get 1 more fish into the water before I die. Come on. Come on, you can do it. About like so. Nope. That's okay. Let's go rocket him a bit if we can. Or maybe the... Let's go rocket the Miyoko, maybe. That's probably not a bad idea. So, target priority early in a match with a carrier honestly does depend partly on the carrier you're driving. It depends a little on the map, in my opinion. A game like this, I would ordinarily just try to do some spotting, right? Get some of that done for the team. And we've managed to do some of that, which is good. Now, what I have to think through is, do I want to try and put a fire on the Heinrich? I think the answer is yes. I really want to pick on this Heinrich for as long as I possibly can. Five and a fire. 4K and a fire. That feels good. Fighter's doing some work. We love all of that. Go try and drop some bombs on him. He clearly put the fire out. So now let's go hit him with the crazy American bombs. He's trying to strike me. Alright, now, I don't know that I'm going to pin this guy a whole bunch. Oh, crap. I think I might have screwed this up. Yep. Okay, so I started that attack run too early. Didn't even realize that was a thing with these planes, but apparently it is. So, irritating. Means I'm not going to get as good a hit as I would have liked. Let's go about like that. Boop. There's the fire we were looking for. Let's come back with some torps. Because he's moving out. He's moving up, ladies and gentlemen. He's crushing our light cruiser, who has chosen to make bad positional choices.
To Jurassic.
Who we got? Pappy with the follow. Thank you much. I don't understand this Lizzo's decision to come out here and tangle with a battleship. Like, what are you doing? You're about to die. You're literally about to get crushed. Yeah, see? Like, what are you doing? You're just... That was dumb. At least the Miyoko just got dunked. That makes me happy. Now, this is a terrible angle from which to be attacking, but I have a method for it, so just hold on to your beer, okay? There's a reason for this. Gonna pull those guys out of there. Only the one. That feels bad. I thought I was going to get both. And, of course, still no floods. Now, our Mutsu looks like he's going to need help. Let's go try and help him. I sort of expect the Scharnhorst to finish off the Heinrich here. I'm going to try and hit the Uganda, maybe? No, let's just get in on this Gneisenau now. See if we can light him on fire or something. Yep, that was not good because apparently apparently American. That's all right. The Gneisenau is kind of trapped in this position here for a bit. Let's hit him with the torpedoes. I'm going to move up just a hair.
All aboard the Midtown Express to
Mutsu is doing good work back here. May actually land some of these torps. Fuso buys it. Gneisenau now has to slow down. Muso lands nothing, but here's the good news for me. He slowed down. And I just ate a bunch of flak, which feels terrible. My torpedo bombers are all getting murdered. Let's peel off to starboard. Oh, no. I couldn't get a flood? Come on, guys. Well, I hit him with the single. That feels nice. Gneisenau's AA is actually pretty good, so I'm probably picking a fight with the wrong ship. I'm not gonna lie. I've got how many coming back? I've got a few planes coming back. I gotta remember not to start the attack run on these too soon, which was 100% a thing earlier. They do not have a long spin-up time. Boom! That felt pretty good. Swing back in with the rockets. Now that they're all peeling back, I'm going to move up.
All aboard the Midtown Express to hell.
Save myself some sailing distance here. Gneisenau's AA is way better than you think it is for Tier 7. And it's all because the long-range aura on that ship is based on those dual-purpose 105s that are actually really good. Those are really good guns. They're really good AA guns. Ooh, 360 hull damage. God, these American support carriers are just so terrible. They're just, like... Yorktown might be decent by the time I get there, but I'm gonna tell you straight up, this boat is trash. Independence, like, you have so little damage potential, it's comical. It's comical how little damage you can do in this boat. Still, if I'm going to have to grind it, that's sad, Grunty. That makes me very sad. If I'm going to have to grind it, I'm going to grind it here and not in randoms. I'm going to get some cheap trash time damage in on this guy. I'm going to put 2 more torps into him. I mean, 50k is better than I was expecting a few minutes ago, so I shouldn't complain too loud. But we're gonna have these guys beaten long before I can get planes back over there. Scharnhorst is going to knock him out anyway. Yorktown has the Tiny Tims. Okay, see... Oh, Yorktown has the Tiny Tims. I've always preferred the 5-inch HFARs, right? I vastly prefer those rockets because they hit the targets that I want. They maul the targets that I want to maul with rockets. As opposed to the Tiny Tims, which are like very difficult to get the lead, right? I mean, I contributed. I don't feel like I was significantly impactful here. The rockets are pathetically bad. The torpedoes are useful. The torpedoes are workable, 100%. But man, like, and the bombs are okay. But are these are the HVARs? How many am I putting down range? 5 in a squadron, 4 in a rack. I'm putting 20 rockets down. Okay, so that's the problem, is I'm firing them at the wrong thing. I should never take these out against battleships. Independence's rockets need to be confined to destroyers and cruisers. If I'm going after a battleship, I need the bombs and the torpedoes. Okay, so that's a lesson to learn. Stats, I'm with you, buddy. I'm with you. Every time I play this ship, I think about you, right? Because a few weeks ago, last month, or a couple months ago, you were grinding this ship, and I was lurking, watching you suffer. I felt so bad for you. You were just, yes, exactly. Just, I love that emote. You were just like, God help me from this. God save me from playing this ship, right? And I felt so bad. And now that I can actually, I can grind it in ranked, I'm like, thank God. Because I feel like I can get through it in probably about 7 or 8 decent games in ranked, where I know I'm not going to have to see tier 8 garbage, right? Thank God. But man, she feels really weak. When I watch people play Yorktown, right? This is what I haven't figured out about this tech tree line yet. When I watch people play Yorktown, they're like, Yorktown is amazing, and I'm like, then why does Independence suck so bad? And is it really all about the smoke? Like, is the smoke that impactful?